You're Angela Rayner, you're at the dispatch box, you're staring Dominic Raab in his rather wide eyes. Where do you start?
OK, the one thing you've got to do, apart from saying good morning, Patrick, is to make sure that the Prime Minister's question times don't descend into some kind of schoolboy burping competition to see who can make the most noise. I think the biggest thing that the Tory party can really emphasise is Boris's role at NATO. From the point of view, I think he has now taken over from Emmanuel Macron as the top negotiator to get the fighting stopped in Ukraine. So I think this is a very, very good move by Boris Johnson. So I know there's a lot of questions that have to be asked here domestically, but I think the big thing is this, that Boris is now front and centre when it comes to the European diplomatic scene. And I think he must make the most of that. Set aside the by-election defeats, set aside Partygate, set aside all the problems that he has within the Conservative Party. He now has a wonderful opportunity in Madrid to really establish and firmly copper-fasten his leadership. Because what he can do here is scare the living daylights out of what we would call the Red Button Brigade in the Kremlin from that point of view. In other words, he could create a situation where Putin's generals say, look, we got to get out of Ukraine. And I think that this is the first step towards it.
Yeah, I am wondering as well whether or not, Boris Johnson is... Look, he's a bit of a greased pig, isn't he? He can just get away with everything, And... they tried to bring him down on various different things, personal scandals, etc. I mean, the treehouse stuff, I kind of let the guy from the Sunday Mirror get away with it a little bit there because, conflating that with the cost of living crisis, I can understand why he would make that point, but it's not really the same thing. I'm just thinking, actually what he does best is almost operate on the world stage from where I'm sitting. It's that Tory line, I get the big calls right. And actually, for my opinion, he does. So the fact that he's at the G7 now, I mean, you look around and you think... Actually, as far as world leaders go, Boris Johnson isn't that bad, is he?
Yes, he's top of the heap. I mean, let's take a look.
So why would we get rid of him? Sorry, carry on.
And you can't deny that. He was really pushing to get a peace deal in Ukraine. But Macron has suffered a huge bloody nose in the French Assembly election. And as for sleepy Joe Biden, well, let's not go there. He has got so many domestic problems with the gun laws and with the abortion setting over there that he might as well move off the international stage from that point of view. So that leaves, in terms of global politics, Western democracies, the hot seat is now available for Boris to take. If he takes that, he can also do a double whammy. Not only does he become the big shot in global politics, but he also tidies up any rebellions at home. In other words, he ensures, say, for example, within his own party, that it is the ERG that runs the Tory party and not the rebels from the 1922 backbench